Last time, you left $1,000 in the bank at 10%. After 1 year, it grew to $1,100. That was future value. Simple enough. But here is the question that changes everything. In year 2, does your interest get paid on the original $1,000 or on the new $1,100? The answer decides how wealthy you become. If the bank only ever pays interest on your original deposit, that is called simple interest. Your original deposit has a name, too. It is called the principal, the starting amount you put in. With simple interest, you earn the same $100 every single year, forever. Steady, predictable, and surprisingly weak. But most of the financial world does not work that way. Most of it compounds. Compound interest means your interest is calculated on the full balance, including all the interest you have already earned. In other words, your interest starts earning interest of its own. Sounds like a small detail, doesn't it? Watch what it does. Year 1, your $1,000 earns $100, and you have $1,100. Year 2, the 10% is now applied to the whole $1,100. That earns you $110, not $100. Your balance becomes $1,210. Year 3, 10% of that is $121, and you reach $1,331. Each year, the interest payment itself gets bigger. Nothing about the rate changed, only the base it multiplies keeps growing. Now stretch the timeline. After 10 years of compounding at 10%, your $1,000 becomes roughly $2,600. It has more than doubled. After 30 years, it becomes about $17,400. Compare that to simple interest over the same 30 years, which gives you just $4,000. Same deposit, same rate, same number of years. One path ends with more than 4 times the money of the other. Can you see why this is the twist that bends the straight line into a curve? The curve has a shape worth remembering. In the early years, compounding feels slow, almost disappointing. The gap between year 1 and year 2 is only $10. But growth feeds on growth, so the curve keeps steepening, and the later years do most of the work. In the 30-year example, more money is earned in the final 5 years than in the first 15 combined. This is why time matters more than almost anything else. A smaller amount invested early can beat a larger amount invested late, simply because it has more years to curve upward. And this is also why compounding cuts both ways. Debt compounds too. A loan or an unpaid credit card balance grows by the exact same mathematics, except now the curve is working against you. The interest on your debt starts earning interest of its own, and the balance steepens in the wrong direction. The machine does not care which side of it you stand on, it only multiplies. So the lesson of this episode fits in one sentence: the rate matters, but time on the curve matters more, so start early and let the mathematics do the heavy lifting. But there is a question hiding underneath all of this. You keep hearing 10%, 10%. Where does that number actually come from? Why does one bank offer 4% while a risky investment promises 15%? Next lesson, you will meet the invisible force that sets every rate you will ever see, the relationship between risk and return. Once you see it, no interest rate will ever look random again.